Series resonance RLC circuit novel. So voltage across the resistor VR, voltage across the inductor VL, and voltage across the capacitor VC. Okay. So under resonance condition, so voltage across the inductor is equal to the voltage across the capacitor. That is called VL is equal to VC. Okay. Under resonance condition, that means so total voltage is nothing but voltage across the resistor. Okay. VR is equal to V only. V is equal to VR. Okay, so VL is equal to VC. That means VL minus VC is equal to 0. The voltage drop across the inductor and capacitor is equal to 0. That's why the total voltage across the resistor only under resonance. That's why it is only acting as a resistive circuit under resonance condition. Under resonance condition, it will be acting as a only resistive circuit. Okay, so there is no inductance effect and reactance effect into the circuit under resonance condition. Okay, even though inductor and capacitor circuits are there, but there is no inductive and capacitive effects into the circuit because of this two are under resonance condition. That means inductive reactance is equal to the capacitive reactance. Then XL minus XC is equal to 0. So then this complete network behavior like a only resistor. That is called Z is equal to only R. That's why the power factor is unity. Okay. So this is the phasor diagram. So V is equal to VR square plus VL minus VC square is whole square. So voltage across the inductor is equal to voltage across the capacitor. That's why. So only what is the supply voltage is equal to the voltage across the resistor. Okay. It's total voltage drop across the resistor only. Understood? And this is the resonance frequency. You know, well, XL is equal to omega L and XC is equal to 1 by omega C. Omega L is nothing but 2 pi FL. XC 1 by 2 pi FC. XL is equal to omega L, XC is equal to 1 by omega C. Then omega is equal to 2 pi F, you know well. Then 2 pi F is equal to 1 by 2 pi FC. Then F is equal to resonance frequency. That is, so we'll get like this. Okay. Q factor is equal to, so VL divided by VS. Okay. Otherwise VC divided by VS. Okay. Both way to, we have to write. Okay. Q factor is equal to VL by VS. So for simplicity, I into XL by I into R. Understood? So like that, we'll get like this. So we'll get Q factor is equal 1 by R into root L by C. So this is the expression quality factor. Q is nothing but quality factor. Then the graphical representation is also over in yesterday class. So then resistance under resonance condition, there is no effect of frequency on resistance. Independent of frequency. Resistor is independent of frequency. Okay. And inductive reactance XL is equal to omega L, you know well. XL is equal to omega L, omega is equal to 2 pi F. So that's why it is depending on frequency. It's a proportional. The capacitive reactance XC is equal to 1 by 2 pi FC, nothing but X is equal to 1 by omega C, omega is equal to 2 pi F. Then XC is inversely proportional to frequency. And then impedance Z is equal to R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Under resonance condition, XL is equal to XC. That's why it is 0. And Z is equal to only resistance. Okay. So resistance, only resistance effect, that's why impedance is minimum. Impedance minimum at resonance frequency. Under resonance condition, impedance is minimum. So that is only resistance. That's why when resistance is minimum means current maximum. That's why current I maximum at resonance frequency. I is equal to V by Z. No? So Z is minimum. Denominator minimum means, okay, the total current I is maximum. That's why current maximum at resonance frequency. I is equal to V by R. So maximum. Okay. Then power factor cos pi is equal to R by Z. You know well. So from impedance triangle, cos pi is equal to R by Z. That Z is equal to R. No? Z is equal to R. So then what is the power factor? Cos pi is equal to 1. That is called unity power factor. Power factor is equal to PF is nothing but power factor is equal to 1. So infinite. So this is the graph. Okay. So XL is proportional to F. That's why we will get like this. And XC is inversely proportional to F. XC is inversely proportional to F. That is called. So we'll get like this. F is equal to 0, frequency is maximum, and reactance is maximum, capacity reactance is maximum, infinity. ideally. X is equal to 1 by F, na? F is equal to 0 at that case. This is the maximum value. And then impedance is minimum at a resonance condition. That is called only resistance. This is called a resistance line. It's independent of frequency. That's why resistance. Impedance is equal to only resistance part. And then this is the current. At a resonance condition, what is the current? I is equal to V by R. Then R minimum. Then current is maximum. That's why at a resonant frequency, the current is maximum. Understood? At a resonance frequency, current is maximum. And at resonance condition, resistance impedance is minimum. So that's why we'll get like this. And the power factor is maximum value. The power factor is the maximum is 1 only. Okay. 0 to 1. Power factor in between 0 to 1 only. Okay. The maximum value of the power factor is nothing but 1. So that's why at resonance frequency, what is the power factor? Unity, no? So that's why we'll get 1. Okay. This is the graph. Next, parallel resonance. Parallel resonance in RLC circuit. So I'm taking here R and L are series and C is parallel. So like this I'm taking like this. Okay. So another way to have to take so C and R and L. Okay, by taking the R, L and C also, so we will get the results. Okay, different. So I'm taking for understanding for easy. So R and L in series and C. So this called RL is called as a choke coil. Okay, in generally, so this RL circuits is used in tubelets, choke coil. Okay, this is called capacitor C. Understood? Under this called IL is called current flowing to the inductor. Okay, and IC is called current flowing to the capacitor. Okay, this is the phasor diagram. This is the phasor diagram. Here current I is called current flowing through the resistor or inductor. Under resonance condition, the voltage and currents are in phase. This current and this voltage both are in phase. Under resonance condition, okay, under resonance condition, the voltage and currents are in phase. That's why once we are taken as a voltage as a reference, the current is also in phase with voltage. Okay, and then current flowing to the capacitor. Current flowing to the capacitor is leads the voltage by 90 degrees. You know well, across the capacitor, current leads the voltage by 90 degrees. Am I right or not? Okay, the inductor, current lags the voltage by 90 degrees. Am I right or not? Inductor opposes the current, sudden changes in current. Capacitor opposes the sudden changes in voltage. Am I right? Inductor opposes the sudden changes in current. That's why it's lagging, current lagging here. But here, current leading across the capacitor, current leading. Okay. So voltage lagging. Here voltage lagging, current lagging, voltage leading. Okay. That's why current flowing to the capacitor is leads the voltage by 90 degrees. So here V, na? Okay. That's why the capacitor leads the 90 degrees. Current flowing to the capacitor leads the voltage by 90 degrees. Okay. The resultant current IL is nothing but this current and this current. Okay. Across the current, across the inductor, current lags the voltage by 90 degrees. Na? That's why this is the voltage. This called current flowing to the inductor. This lags the voltage by 90 degrees. Ideally. Okay. Because of R and L effect. So there is some angle between voltage and current that is called IL. This is called resultant current flowing to the R and L. You know well, for RL circuit, this is the phasor diagram. V and IL. Okay. Because of capacitor, so we will get another component that is called IC. Understood? So under resonance condition, these two circuits are current IL, this circuit and this circuits are under resonance. IC is equal to IL sin pi. This is equal to this. Okay. So under resonance condition. So this is called I is equal to IL cos pi. This is called I is equal to IL sin pi component. The resultant of these two is called IL. Okay. The current IC can be resolved into its active and a reactive component. Okay. The current IC can be resolved into active and reactive components. Its active component is called IL cos pi and reactive component is called IL sin phi. Understand? Active component is called IL cos pi. Power is equal to VI cos pi. That is called active component. No? Same as here. I is equal to IL cos pi is called active component. And the reactive component is called IL sin pi. Understood? So resonance frequency. The phasor diagram shows this will happen when, that means under resonance condition, a parallel circuit is said to be resonance. Parallel circuit is said to be resonance. Okay, when power factor of this circuit becomes unity. You know well, under resonance condition, power factor is unity. Am I right or not? This will happen when the resultant current I in phase with the resultant voltage V. So like this. This I and voltage both are in phase. Okay, this will happen when current I and voltage are both are in phase. That means phase angle between voltage and current is equal to 0. Okay, angle between voltage and current is equal to 0. This voltage and its current. The angle between this voltage and current is equal to 0. So under resonance condition, so then it in the phasor diagram shown, this will happen when IC is equal to IL sin pi, then I is equal to IL cos pi. IC is equal to IL sin pi and I is equal to IL cos pi. Okay. That means IAC is equal to IL sin pi and IC is equal to IL cos pi. So resonance frequency, so by using this expression, IC is equal to IL sin pi. Okay, then IC is equal to IL sin pi. From this expression, so you will get the resonance frequency formula. So IC is called current flowing to the capacitor. Am I right? Current flowing to the capacitor is nothing but IC. Then IC is equal to V by XC. V by XC. Current flowing to the capacitor. So this reactance is nothing but XC. Capacitive reactance is nothing but XC. So voltage is called V, total voltage. Is a parallel, no? So that's why IC is equal to V by XC. Then IL is equal to V by ZL. IL is equal to V by ZL. And sin pi is equal to XL by ZL. You know well. Cos pi is equal to R by Z. Sin pi is equal to XL by ZL. You know well? Am I right or not? From impedance triangle, cos pi is equal to R by Z. Sin pi is equal to XL by Z. Am I right? So like that you will get this thing. So ZL square is equal to VV cancel and then XL square. XL into XC. And ZL square is equal to XL is equal to 2 pi FL. Understood? XC is equal to 1 by 2 pi FC. Okay, XL is equal to omega L, XC is equal to 1 by omega C. ZL square is equal to XL is equal to omega L, omega is equal to 2 pi F. 2 pi FR into L. XC is equal to 1 by omega C. Na? Omega is equal to 2 pi F into R into C. FR into resonance frequency. And then 2 pi FR is cancelled. That is equal to L by C. So ZL square is equal to L by C. Understood? So Z is equal to, you know well, R plus J into XL. Okay. Z is equal to R plus J into XL. XL is equal to omega L. So then ZL square is equal to R square plus omega R square into L square. Z is equal to impedance. This is called impedance. R plus J into XL. Understood? This is called R plus J into XL. So then R plus J into XL. So if you are applying a square, so R square plus omega R square into L square. Then simplify this expression. You will get resonant frequency FR is equal to resonance frequency FR is equal to, so 1 by 2 pi into under square root of 1 by LC into minus R square by L square. So this is the final expression, resonant frequency of parallel RLC circuit. If the resonance of the coil is negligible, if the resistance of the coil is negligible, so R is equal to 0 in that case. So you will get 1 for is equal 1 by 2 pi into root LC. Okay. If resistance is very, very small, in that case, you will get resonance frequency FR is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. Okay. So this is the resonance frequency if resistance is negligible. So L and C are very high values compared to resistance. Okay. L and C are very high value compared to resistance in parallel circuit. Then impedance, to find the resonance frequency, we make use as a equation I is equal to IL cos pi. From this equation, you will get impedance formula. Okay. So here I'm taken IC is equal to IL sin pi. I is equal to IL. This is the condition. Resonance frequency condition. IC is equal to IL sin pi and I is equal to IL cos pi. This is the condition. From this equation, to find the resonance frequency, we make use of the equation I is equal to IL cos pi. Because at a resonance, am I right? The supply current I will be in phase with the supply voltage V. Okay. Then I is equal to V by Z. Supply current I is equal to V by Z. And then IL is equal to V by ZL. This is called total impedance. This is called voltage across only ZL. Okay. Inductor. Then cos pi is equal to R by ZL. Cos pi is equal to R by Z. Impedance triangle. Then I is equal to V by Z. IL is equal to V by ZL. Cos pi is equal to R by ZL. Then Z is equal to ZL square divided by R. ZL is equal to ZL square is equal to L by C. From here onwards. ZL square is equal to L by C. ZL square is equal to L by C. Na? So substitute here. Z is equal to L by RC. Understood? The impedance during parallel resonance is very, very large. Impedance during parallel resonance is very large. Because L and C are very large. Okay. So Z is equal to L by RC. That means C is in microfarads or picofarads. Understood? 10 to the power of minus 6 farads like that. Microfarads means, so we'll get, it will be under numerator, this 10 to the power of 6. Okay, mega ohms. 10 to the power of 6 means 1 mega ohm approximately. Okay, giga ohms. That much of impedance will be present in parallel. Yes, impedance during parallel resonance is very large because L and C has a very large value at the time of, okay, at that time. Thus, impedance at resonance is maximum. But in series RLC circuit, impedance is I is equal to V by Z. That Z is equal to only R. So, okay, impedance, that is only resistance effect. No? Okay, XL is equal to XC. That's my XL minus XC is equal to 0 in series. There is no effect of resistance and inductive and capacitance reactances. That's why the current is, impedance is, in series RLC circuit, impedance is minimum. But in impedance is maximum in parallel RLC circuit because of this capacitor value is very, very high. That means microfarads, picofarads. That's why. So impedance will become very high. And then impedance is I means current I is equal to V by Z. The denominator Z is maximum. Then current I minimum. But in Z is minimum in a series RLC circuit. Under resonance case, only R is minimum. Then the current I is maximum in series RLC. But here minimum because of Z is very, very high. Okay, this is the impedance. Then Q factor here also same, IL divided by IE. Then IA is equal to IL is equal to I sin pi, then IL cos pi. Then simplify this expression. We'll get tan pi is equal to, so like this. Tan pi is equal to XL by R. Tan pi is equal to XL by R from impedance triangle. From impedance triangle, tan pi is equal to XL by R. XL is equal to omega L. Understood? Z is equal to R plus J into omega R into L. Z is equal to R plus J into omega R into L. That means tan pi is equal to imaginary part by real part. Okay, from impedance. That's why imaginary part XL by R. That's XL is equal to omega L. Then 2 pi FR into L divided by R. Okay, then FR is equal to 1 by 2 pi into root LC. You know well. Substitute here. Okay, parallel resonance case. By neglecting the resistance is very, very small. So you will get FR is equal to 1 by 2 pi to root LC. Q factor is equal to 1 by 2 root L by C. So this is the Q factor. Okay. Similarly, here also one graphical representation of parallel resistance. Here conductance we have to take on the from resistance, impedance for series RLC. So we are taken as impedance, that is called R. Here also conductance called G, independent of frequency, that is called G is equal to 1 by R. Okay, independent of frequency. Here also G conductance G is also independent of frequency, hence it is represented by a straight line in parallel to the frequency. Okay. Then inductive susceptance. Susceptance is called BL. Okay, is inversely proportional to the frequency. So BL is equal to 1 by J into XL. Okay, susceptance. So BL is equal to 1 by J into XL. Okay, so 1 by J 2 pi omega XL is equal to omega L. That's why 2 pi F into L. So BL is equal is proportional to 1 by F. Susceptance. And the capacitive susceptance is equal to BC. So directly proportional to the frequency. So that's why BC is equal to 1 by 1 minus J into XC. This is called capacitive susceptance. XC is equal to 1 by omega C, 1 by J omega C. You know, well, XC is equal to 1 by omega C. That's why XC is equal to 1 by omega C means it will comes to numerator. That's why J 2 pi of C. Then BC is proportional to frequency. Okay. So power factor is also maximum. Okay, in this case also power factor is maximum. Then try to consider it. Here BC is proportional to F. Okay, that's why capacitive susceptance is proportional to F. That's why linearly increasing. Okay, impedance or conductance, this is called conductance G. It's independent of frequency. That's why parallel to the x-axis. And then, so impedance is at resonance case. So what is the impedance? Is maximum na? At resonance case. So what is the impedance here in parallel RLC circuit? Maximum. That's why this is impedance. Understood? But in a series RLC circuits, so impedance line will be like this. Okay. And then Y admittance, so like this. And the current is current. This is called current. Current under resonance condition is minimum now. Okay, because of impedance is maximum. I is equal to V by Z. Z is maximum, then current is minimum. That's why at resonance case, at resonance condition, current is minimum. And then BL is inductive susceptance. BL is inversely proportional to frequency. Na? That's why. So we'll get like this. Okay, so that's why. So if it's frequency 0, BL is maximum. Understood? So this way. So we have to do this is the explanation about parallel RLC circuit. And admittance Y is equal to, for impedance Z is equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC. Na? For impedance Z is equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. For admittance Y is equal to root of G square plus BL minus BC whole square. Okay. So under resonance condition Y is equal to G. So how means BL is equal to BC. XL is equal to XC. Na? For series RL circuit, XL is equal to XC. For parallel RL circuit, BL is equal to BC. That means inductive susceptance is equal to the capacitive susceptance. BL is equal to BC means inductive susceptance is equal to the capacitive susceptance. BL is equal to BC. Then Y is equal to G. So we'll get like this. Then I is equal to is minimum at resonance frequency. I is equal to V into Y. Okay. So Y is called 1 by Z. Admittance is nothing but inversely proportional to the Z. That is inversely proportional to Z. Y is equal to 1 by Z. I is equal to V by Z. So Z is maximum. That means current is minimum. Understood? Y is minimum. That's why I is equal to Vy into minimum.
This
Current I is equal to V into Y, na? Minimum at resonance frequency. So I means I is equal to V by Z. So Y is nothing but 1 by Z. Okay. Admittance is inversely proportional to the impedance. Y is equal to 1 by Z. Z is maximum. Yeah. I is equal to V by Z. Z is maximum. That means current minimum. Okay. Power factor is unity at resonance frequency. You know well. Okay. Power factor is unity. That's why. So GYY. Conductance by admittance is called a power factor. Cos pi is equal to G by Y. Okay. So we will get like this. Okay. Comparison of series and parallel resonance. Comparison of series and parallel resonance. Okay. I'm already explained this series circuit and parallel circuit. Okay. Try to consider here. For impedance, for series circuit is minimum. Z is equal to R only. So because of Z is equal to R plus J into XL minus XC na for series RLC circuit XL minus XC. Z is equal R plus J into XL minus XC. Then XL is equal XC. That's imaginary part is equal to 0. That means only resistance Z is equal to R. Understood? So maximum means Z is equal to L by RC. Okay, you know well. So I'm already explained this concept. Okay, Z is equal to L by RC because of the parallel capacitance is in the range of microfarads or picofarads. That's why Z is maximum. Understood? Current inversely proportional to impedance. There is minimum means it's maximum. Current is maximum. Understood? If the denominator is minimum means so this current will be maximum. Na? So here, so L by RC is maximum value, then I minimum, inversely proportional. At resonance frequency, FR is equal 1 by 2 pi into root LC. You know well? So here also parallel FR is equal 1 by 2 pi into root LC. Resonance frequency formula is same in a series and parallel circuit for this case. And power factor is unity, similar. Okay. So only changes is impedance and current. Okay. And Q factor 1 by R into root L by C, same. Q factor is equal to 1 by R into root L by C. And unit power factor is also same. Resonance frequency also same for a series RLC, parallels. So only this is the difference for series and parallel. Okay. So that's why current is maximum. No? Current maximum here. That's why this series RLC circuit will be called as a current acceptor circuit.